So today I'm putting this video out there to share with you 10 common mistakes to avoid when starting an online business. Now I know anyone who has started an online business will have definitely made these mistakes. I know I definitely have. And the beauty of sharing this with you is to make sure you don't fall into the same trap many of us done, because it will save time, energy and even money if you can adopt the right methods and avoid these mistakes. And at the end of the email, I'll give you that list I've just gone through so you can pin it up to remind you not to fall into these traps. So here we go. Number one on the list is adopting a get-rich-quick attitude. So a lot of people who maybe haven't done enough research or things like that often get taken in by the become a millionaire in 30 days or earn millions in a week using this simple formula. And it just completely takes away the concept that dedication and hard work is what is required. And often this mindset will lead these people to quitting because they feel they've been scammed or it sounds like too much hard work. And this leads on to number two, which is giving up when things aren't going right. Now, some people think because things aren't immediately happening the way they expect them to be happening, they give up. So it's important to have that right mindset to know that things won't always go your way, and you will fail and you will feel the world is against you. And if you realize and accept this as part of the journey, allow it to happen and brush yourself down and learn from it. Remember, every bad experience increases your power, so the next time it happens, you can deal with it way easier. And number three is thinking there is a shortcut to success. One of the things that people often convince themselves is that there's this secret hidden formula which they can just adopt and everything will fall into place for them. But the reality is there is no one-size-fits-all special one-off method that will give you all the answers. It's true, there are certain formulas that work far above and beyond others, but that only comes through hard work, persistence, learning, vision, and creating the right habits which bring about success. So fourth on the list is do not compare yourself to others. When you start off in business, it's very typical to look at all the successful people getting on, what they're achieving. And that's great because modeling yourself on these people will really help you. But what you don't want to be doing is looking at other people who are at a similar stage to you and comparing your progress to theirs, because that will completely demotivate you and may cause you to give up. Just remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Other people might be in a completely different scenario to you. For example, they may have more time, more help and a larger budget to spend. So just focus on yourself and then celebrate every little achievement as well. And the fifth point is attempting too many things at once. Right, not sure if you've seen this video on YouTube where this young child is picking up tennis balls and putting them into a basket, and every time he bends down to pick one up, the one that's already in the basket falls out. So he's getting completely nowhere with it. Well, it's exactly the same when you start an online business. You need to pick one area and solely focus on that, because there are so many ways of doing it. And that's great because it gives people options, but very often they get caught up in the dazzling lights, like being at a fairground. There's so many to choose. I want to do that one. Oh, that's too hard. I'll change and do that one instead. And what happens is there's no consistency and the results are really hard to come by. So it's very important to pick one horse and ride it. And number six on the list is not having a clear vision or strategy. Now, it's important to know why you're doing this. What are your reasons, your motivation for getting started and persisting with it? It could be that you're doing it for your family, to give yourself more time and freedom, but having that clear vision is what is going to take you to that next step. And then this leads on to number seven, which is not creating the right habits and focus. What we do in life is a result of the habits we form. So what I mean here is if you form the right habits and focus on the right things, it will massively increase the results you create while massively reducing the time it takes you to achieve them. And then number eight on the list is one that a lot of people struggle with, and that's trying to sell to everyone. One of the most common things to get caught up in once you've started your online business is to try to think you can sell to the entire world. There's a saying you will hear that says, when you sell to everyone, you sell to no one. You have to specialize to the right people you're trying to target, because you cannot solve everyone's problem in one go. And number nine is going completely alone. In order to achieve success, you need to acquaint yourself with like-minded people, because This is where you can get mentoring, support, help, ideas, ask questions and things like that. Now, it is possible to go alone. I'm not saying you can't achieve anything, but it will take a lot longer to achieve the same results. And more importantly, you may not be able to achieve the right results. And the 10th and final point on this list is not making an investment in yourself. So in order to affect a change in your life and in your ambitions, you need to make that investment in yourself. Because in order to grow and become that person and live the life you want to live, that is the way you will make those results happen. Otherwise, you'd already be doing it. Now, I will say this, the best investment you can make is in yourself. That is the only way you will grow and the only way you will achieve the results you want to achieve. You have to become a new and better version of yourself.